Welcome to Thick Boy Fight News. Let's dive in. Jake Paul and Stephen A. Smith had a heated debate over Dana White and fighter pay on a recent episode of BS with Jake Paul. Paul's stance is that the controversy of fighter pay stems from White being greedy and cites himself and his much younger promotion as an example of giving fighters their worth. Stephen A. Smith took the side of Dana White and exclaimed that it's easy for us to call foul from behind the scenes.
I've given people on my undercard the biggest paydays of their career, time in and time again, and shared that pot of wealth, even if I am the main draw. And I think that's where the greed of Dana White comes in, is he simply refuses after making all this. Maybe at first, like you were saying, there's so many expenses and marketing, and wow, the UFC really was struggling at one point. It was banned at one point off of air, like you couldn't even air it. Boom, they fixed all these problems. They started making billions of dollars, and they didn't change their model at all.
Well, that's an argument. Again, I can't refute it. What I can say to you as a retort is this: that's your interpretation. Here's his. His would be, that's a damn lie. That's not true. And there's a lot of stuff that you don't know. His position would be, I got 700 fighters under contract. His position would be, you know how much money I pay these guys? You know how much money I pay to throw these events? You know what work I got to put in to make this happen? So in other words, everybody's got a case. And I'm not saying you're wrong or right, because I don't know. What I'm trying to say to you at the end of the day is this. When somebody like him, and this is not just about Dana White, this is about Dana White. This could be about Top Rank in boxing with Bob Arum. This could be about a host of other promotional events that I've seen throughout my career where I covered it. When somebody stands up front and center, y'all, and they go like this is business. I'm telling you exactly what the hell we doing. You don't like it, go find a different damn job to do. You got a decision to make.
On his YouTube channel, Daniel Cormier reacted to Justin Gaethje accusing Conor McGregor of using steroids. In a recent interview, Gaethje said he wouldn't fight Conor McGregor because he believes McGregor is competing unfairly. On his show, 3 Rounds, Cormier said this sort of accusation shouldn't be something thrown around lightly, and that he hopes this is something Gaethje really looked into before saying.
Justin went so far as to imply that Conor McGregor, or straight up say honestly, that Conor McGregor's off doing some steroids. That is a pretty bold statement. My question is, how does Gaethje know that, right? Is Gaethje checking the USADA website to know and say this with this much confidence? Or is he basing this on Conor McGregor's appearance? But the reality is this: you don't know, because Conor McGregor is not a tall guy. So if he starts to gain weight, he's gonna look a little bigger. He's gonna look a little more full, and he looks a little more puffy. Now, some of these professional wrestlers I spoke about in round 1, they do get a bit puffy when they are doing things like steroids. But for Gaethje to say that so confidently tells me that either him or his team is kind of looking into it.
During a Q&A on his YouTube channel, Henry Cejudo gave his opinion on a potential fight between Conor McGregor and Jorge Masvidal. McGregor has said his return will be at welterweight, and Masvidal offers a big name that fits his style. This is a good fight for Conor McGregor. Why? It's because there's really no grappling involved. You want guys that can strike and that want to strike and don't want to grapple. And plus, Jorge Masvidal, he hasn't won a fight. I think he's on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak, something like that. But I think Jorge Masvidal would be the best return for him, 170 pounds. They both have a mouthpiece. Just imagine how many pay-per-views they could sell. Cejudo then went on to talk about McGregor potentially skipping the line and going straight into a title shot. He's earned it, not through accolades, but he's earned it through sales. He's earned it through the numbers. I think Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards would welcome him. That would be their #1 pick. So the champ should also have a say too. At the end of the day, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I kinda probably would be. I have mixed emotions, but at the same time, I feel like Conor has really earned his stripes, but it comes through sales. Looking for more original MMA content? Check out the rest of Thick Boy YouTube. Exclusive interviews, opinion, and fight analysis is available weekly on The Shab Show, Food Truck Diaries, and Fight Night Flashbacks. Subscribe so you don't miss any of the action.